Hi guys, this is Katie Gilmore with Hot Mess Work at Home Mom, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about party games, home party games, and how to utilize them to benefit your business. So I'm going to talk about my 3 top favorite games. Now, whenever you're playing a game, whenever you're planning your party and you're planning your games, you want to make sure that these games are going to benefit your business in one way or another. Because you don't want to just be playing games and potentially giving out prizes. You just don't want to put names in a hat and draw a name out and give them a prize, because then one person has a prize and they possibly might contact you back, or they might not, and you just gave something away. So you want to make sure that you get something out of it. So drawings are okay to do as long as you are getting the people's information. This is a drawing slip that I use for my business, and you could easily make this for any business. And it just has name, address, phone number, email, and there's some extra questions on there. But just whatever information that you would utilize. If you have an email that you send out, then email would be a great thing to collect. If you text, it might be a good thing to put a check mark. Can I text you? That sort of thing. So you have some information. So now you have all their information and you can follow up. So now when you're doing your drawing, not only is somebody getting a prize that will potentially order or book a party, but you now have information about what they might like, or if they're interested in hosting, and you have that for everybody in that filled out the drawing slip. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about a game that was introduced to me by some top people in our company. So I have a deck of cards, and it's just a simple deck of cards that I got at the dollar store. Regular deck of cards. And what I do with this is, first of all, I have taken all of the jokers, kings, queens, jacks, all that kind of out, just because it kind of, and the aces, because it just kind of made this game confusing, and I just wanted it simple. People were asking what they were worth and and I can't figure it out, and I'm sitting there counting up, and then people are adding the wrong thing, and it's just easier to take them out. So there's a couple really cool things that you can do with playing cards, but my favorite thing is I take these playing cards and I say, okay guys, we're going to play a game. Everybody who asks me a question gets a playing card. And at the end of the game, we're going to add up all of your cards, and whoever has the most wins. And they'll win I have usually have a prize bucket, and they can pick something out of the prize bucket. So the first person asked me a question about product. So they get 2 cards for asking the first question. So then people start asking questions, and then you've given out, 5 or 6 questions have been asked, and you've given out cards, and now you're kind of hitting a lull. Nobody's asking questions. So then you say, okay, 3 cards to the person who asked me about hosting a party, and ask me any kind of question about hosting a party. So then you get questions. What are the hostess benefits? What do you have to do? So meanwhile, this whole time you're planting seeds about products, about hosting, and then nobody's going to ask about joining. Well, maybe, but you're not going to get a lot of questions about joining. So you're going to say 4 cards to the first person that asked me a question about joining my team. Now I get tons and tons of questions, and people love this. Like, they're just shooting out questions, and really, like, they're just doing your work for you. They're asking all the questions and learning so much about hosting, about joining, about your company, and you're just handing the cards out. At the end of the game, they add their cards up, and whoever's the winner is the winner. Right? You could play. So that is one of my favorite games. The next game that I want to talk to you about requires no prep at all whatsoever, so it makes it perfect. It's a cell phone game, and all I say is everybody take out their cell phones, And so everybody takes out their phone, and I say, first thing I need you to do is add my phone number to your contacts. Now, sometime I've framed, like just printed out my name in big letters with my phone number and framed it and put it on the table just so I can see. Most of the time, I'll just, if I don't have that with me, I'll just say, my phone number is da 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 da, add me into your contacts. So they add me into contacts. It takes a minute. Then I say, the first person to text me their name, first and last, is the winner. So why would I do this? Because now, not only do I have their phone number right in my phone, and I can just add them to my contacts with their names, but they sent me their name, so I know whose phone number is whose. And they also have my phone number in their phone. And that way, when they need a refill, I always say, add my phone number into your contacts, because when you need a refill, you're going to want it. And sometimes I'll say, add Katie Scentsy Lady or whatever. So this can work for any product. And then you have their contact information to follow up with. And they have your information in case they need you. That was my second game. My third favorite game to play is Price is Right. And all I did this right in a Word document, is I wrote down a couple of different of my different products. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things on here. But okay, so a lot of people do catalog walks. If you don't know what that is, you can probably Google it and it'll come up with like 4,000 different things. But instead of doing a catalog walk, I put these products on here. So we have, with Scentsy, we have a cause warmer. And I know companies do this. They have some sort of cause. So you buy a product and money goes to the cause or whatever. So I put that on there because they're going to go through, so I think I didn't explain this very well. I give everybody this piece of paper, and they get their catalog. This goes on their clipboard. They have their catalog, and they have this piece of paper, and they are going to write down the cost of each thing. And I'm going to go through that in a second. The cost of each thing. And the person who gets closest to the actual total, and I have that all done. I keep my answer key with me. And whoever gets closest to the actual total wins the prize. If there's 2 winners, I might do a drawing where they both get to get a prize. You can do whatever you want. So my first thing was our cause warrant. So the next thing is we have combine and saves, and most companies have like bundle packages, things like that. So the next thing is if you buy using the combine and save. So they have to now go look at the combine and save. They look at all these bundle deals that they can get, and then they put the price for the particular one that I have here. The next thing is how much is product if you host a $350 party and use your half off items. So now they're like, oh, you can get this for half off. Like, this is a product I really like, but it was kind of pricey. And so I wasn't really going to actually buy it. But now they're like, oh, but if I host a party, I can get this for half price. That's pretty awesome. So my next thing is a product if you host a party and use your free credit. So again, same kind of thing with the half off. They're like, oh, I can get that warmer for free that I wanted, or whatever product for free. And then the next thing was another bundle. And then there was, but a different product, a different type of product. And then my last thing was a product that a lot of people don't know that we necessarily have. It can be a favorite product of yours, or it can be something that, people often overlook maybe. So then what they do is they take the prices that they think all those items are, they add them up, and they get the total. And they're like, oh, wow, like all those products. And like I said, I just made this kind of in Word, and printed it out to a sheet and cut it in half. But you can add pictures and that sort of thing. In fact, I was kind of thinking of doing that myself. Add some pictures on there and just kind of make it fun looking. So then whoever's closest, as I said, gets a prize. So I hope this helps you out and gets you, some information, or helps you with some parties, that kind of thing. It's like I said, you never want to just play a game just to play a game. You want it to benefit you in some way. If you're going to give something away free, then you want to get something out of it. So anyways, have a good day, guys. See you later.